All right, welcome back to the Elias Macko Show. Montreal real estate owner Peter Sergakis is calling on all levels of government to address the growing homeless population in the city. Says that over the past year, not a single week has gone by without an incident involving a homeless person at one of his commercial or residential properties. Let's find out more. Peter Sergakis joins us on the line. Peter, welcome back to the program.
Good morning, Mr. Marcos.
So how bad is the problem that
it's
led
terrible. Never been like this. There's at least 5,000 homeless people in Montreal. I'm not against the homeless people. The government has to help them. They have to find them housing. They have to take care of their health because most of them are so low in life that they're taking drugs and they have no control of themselves. They're going into the buildings, they're breaking the doors, they're bothering the tenants, the customers of the restaurants. They're going into the licensed restaurants or bars and they're stealing the booze and they're selling it in the park. I mean, this is totally unacceptable. So that's why I wrote to the police. The police are doing nothing because there is so many incidents like that. Unless there is somebody hurt, they tell you, well, go to your insurance and put guards. We end up putting guards in the buildings to keep them out of the buildings. They go into the entrances of the building where people are living and they're doing the needs in the middle of on the hallway. It's impossible. It's impossible, and they're walking around with crowbars. They're stealing from the hardware stores chainsaws to cut doors to get in. I mean, do we need this in Montreal? And those people have to be taken care of because we cannot have our population suffering, not only our population, the victims, but themselves too. They're dying on the sidewalks. I mean, is that what we want? The tourists to come in Montreal and say, my God, this is the worst city that we visited in North America. I mean, come on. I mean, I know there is homeless in other cities, but apparently from because I speak to them all the time, they tell me that we are more tolerant here. We give them more money, so they're living on the streets. But it cannot go on like that. I mean, this is totally unacceptable. They're hurting the business. The people that living in housing or apartments, they're afraid of them. So there we are. That's why I wrote to all the governments, and hopefully, I'm not going to stop. I'm not doing it for publicity. I'm doing it. Hopefully, I can help to find a solution to put them somewhere. I mean, I'm not. They have the money. They say they don't have money. Quebec says we're not sending money to Montreal for the homeless because it's not our business. Montreal says, well, it's Quebec. So one suits and don't forget, these people, they don't vote. They don't have fixed addresses. So the politicians don't care.
So Peter, let me ask you it this way, because you've been a businessman, a real estate owner in this city for decades and decades and decades. How many decades are we going back? 5, 6 decades here? How long are we going back now?
I started in 62.
62. Okay.
In business.
So since 62, and you say you've never seen it like this, like we've had bad economic times before in this city?
No, not with the homeless people. Never. I never saw it, and I always did business in Montreal. Never. Because this time around, the police are doing nothing. You call them a couple hours after they come, and they tell them to leave. They can hold knives on them. We tell the police they have knives on them. They don't search them. They just tell them to leave, and then an hour after they're back.
Is it the homelessness or is it drug use? Because a lot of things you mentioned when we started this interview, it seemed to reference drug users. Is that the bigger issue here?
Yes, they are drug users because it's not their fault. I tell you why I'm saying it's not their fault. They came so low in life that they have to take drugs. I met another situation. Yes, they take drugs. And they drink booze. As I tell you, they're stealing from the SRQ. They're going in there, they grab 2 bottles, and they're going the SOQ doesn't complain, but they need drugs, they need booze to heal the pain that they have. So we got to help those people. I don't understand. We have the money. We give them. Our country, Canada. It's a super country. I'm glad that I came here, and so we cannot take care of our own people. We're sending money to other countries. We're sending money to war countries. That's.
But Peter,
and we don't take care of our people here. I mean, it makes no sense.
Peter, going back to one of the conversations you mentioned earlier, you said you had a conversation with someone who's living on the streets, and they said...
Yes, I tell you what is happening with the drugs, okay? Yeah. Not only one person. I speak to the homeless people because I like them. I'm always on the street, in the business, and on the terraces. The drug dealers are giving them drugs on credit. And then they beat them up, and then they kill them if they don't pay them. So, I mean, is that what our politicians want in Montreal? Yes, we have 10,000 homeless people in Quebec, and 5,000 are in Montreal. That's where the big problem is. Yes, there is problems in other municipalities, but not like Montreal. And I'm not going to stop pushing. And I hope I get answers. I haven't got them yet.
You said before that a homeless person had told you that, well, here in Montreal, at least we're more tolerant of...
Yes.
Do we need to be tougher and less tolerant?
Pardon me?
Do we have to be tougher instead of tolerant to deal with the issue?
No. We give them a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like if somebody's begging on the street, I guess there's more people giving them money. I'm not saying to get tougher with them. They need help, those people. They need a place to live. Some of them, they have to come back to workforce, to work. We have to take care of them. We have to take care of their health. And then they have to go back to work, those people. And we have to give them apartments to live. I mean, they have to live somewhere. They cannot die on the street. I mean, I look at them, especially in the winter, they're dying on the street.
Can I just ask you, has the city ever come to you? Because you own a lot of properties in this city. Has the city come to you ever and said, well, we need housing to try and work on that with you?
Nobody came, no. But they don't have the right mentality for the housing. I mean, those people, it's not, and I said, it's not the developers to take care of the housing. I tell you, but 1 minute I'm coming to this. Those people who need their housing, the government has to help them, and we're going to help them too. But we cannot do it by ourselves. We still have to make some money out of the investment that we're doing. They don't understand. First of all, the politicians that we have right now, I don't want to go by names, they don't understand business. They don't understand what the people need. That's why we have no units, no apartments. And if there were more built apartments in Montreal, the competition would have put the prices down 30-40%. Now they say it's expensive. Of course it's expensive. They stop building because the developers don't make money. Yeah. Everything is related. Now, not because, somebody's going to say Sergakis wants to make money. Why should I build? Why should I build and put money, 25% from my pocket to build? I mean, this is to supply apartments to the people that they need them. We have to. The city, the government has to do it and subsidize the apartments.
Peter, I got to tell you, I've never heard you like this on air. You are clearly concerned about the situation.
I'm not stopping, Mr. Marcos, and I'm going to push it until I can make a difference. And I appreciate the fact that you listen to me and you think, but it's. And I have a lot of experience in life, okay?
Yeah.
I first of all, I tell people, because I work 100 hours a week, so my life is double than them. Yeah. So since I
You see it, Peter. Hey, Peter, I have to leave it there. We're over on time. I appreciate you.
Mr. Marcos. Thank you very much.
That's Montreal business owner Peter Sergakis.